So I'm going to wrap it up and try to edit it down to even be less than that because I don't want to bore everybody. And, whoa!
Don't leave me.
Get out.
Oh fuck, that's it.
Get out and leave. We don't like investigators.
What, dude? The Glen Tavern Inn was built in 1911. It's been in multiple shows and movies, including 2 episodes of Ghost Adventures, one in 2013 and one in 2025, the Dead Files episode titled Double Jeopardy, Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror, and much more. The first, second, and the third floor have all had countless reports of paranormal activity. Full-bodied apparitions, disembodied voices, shadow people, and night terrors are just some of the things that have been reported. In this video, my sister and I will be documenting 2 nights of our 3-night stay in the infamous suite number 308 of the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Okay, so I'm at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California, in room 308 with my sister. Now, this is the room where Sharon Osbourne unfortunately had a medical emergency and had to be rushed to the hospital while performing the Estes method in Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror. Also, in the 2025 episode of Ghost Adventures that was filmed here, Jonathan Davis sat in the corner of the room and had hallucination-type visions in a chair of which he now owns. And in the Dead Files episode, the owner's daughter told Steve DeShavi that she felt that this was probably the most active room in the entire hotel. She told of a time when she was in this room and the curtains started fluttering as if there was a strong breeze. When there was no breeze, the air conditioner was off, and the windows were closed. In that same episode of the Dead Files, Amy said that she saw a dark shadow figure lurking in the 3rd floor hallway and mainly hanging out in this room, room 308, and that he liked to turn on and off the TV and turn on and off the lights and basically cause havoc in the room, trying to drive the living from this room. Now, having said all that, let's take a look at the infamous 3rd floor landing and the very couch where Zak Bagans from Ghost Adventures and Jonathan Davis from KoRn did an SLS session in the 2025 episode of Ghost Adventures that was filmed here titled The Glen Tavern Tragedy.
Mom feels that you guys are really upset with her.
All right, so it's about 9 o'clock, and I'm just sitting here watching the Dead Files episode that was filmed here. This part's super awesome because they're in this room that I'm sitting in right now, and the owner's daughter tells Steve DeShavi that this is the most active room in the entire hotel, and tells him that in this exact room she saw the curtains just fly up and start fluttering in the wind, but yet there was no breeze, there was no air on, and the windows were shut. So I'll check back in a little bit, and thanks for tuning in. So at around midnight, I decided to do some mirror scrying and some spirit talker. I edited both sessions as best I could to get out most of the dead air as not to bore you, the viewer. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far, and thank you for watching. Okay, so I'm at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California, in room 308, in the pitch black dark, with 3 LED teacup lights illuminated before me, staring into a mirror with 2 cameras, one camera facing the mirror and one camera facing me. Now, I'm going to try some basic mirror scrying and see if I can stare into the mirror and make something happen. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate? Can you show yourself behind me? Amy from the Dead Files was in this room and she said that you could turn on the lights and turn on the TV. Can you do that for me now? So I am starting to see some distortion in my face, which is obviously from the low light and from my eyes becoming fatigued. Is there any way you can turn off one of the LED teacup lights in front of me? By the way, these are fake lights. They're not real candles. There's no way I would do that in a historic hotel. But anyway, is there any way that you can turn off one of the teacup LED lights in front of me? Now my face is distorting big time because of the lack of light and the eye strain, eye fatigue. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust out my phone and put on Spirit Talker. Now I know that a lot of people hate the apps, but if it does say something relevant like the Glen Tavern Inn or Glen or Santa Paula or Paula, or even Henry, there's a guy named Henry who hung himself on the second floor, then it'll be something relevant. And we can obviously, analyze that from there. But let me be back in let me go real quick and grab the phone and I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Spirit Talker is on my tablet in front of me. Is there anyone here that wants to communicate with me? Can you turn on and off one of the lights? Can you say something through the Spirit Talker app on the phone? Anguish. Okay.
Anguish.
I'm not trying to just relate anything to it, but hey, there's a lot of anguish that went on in this hotel with the suicides and what. Whoa.
I was sick.
That's kind of crazy. How did you die? So that's semi-relatable to the building, but I'm not going to say that it's paranormal. But I will say that it's a little creepy sitting in here with the only light being the 3 teacup LED lights in front of me and the Spirit Talker app. Can you say your name through this device? I think I said this before, but Amy from the Dead Files insisted that you come in here and turn on and off the lights and the television's trying to drive out the living. Can you turn on and off or turn on one of the lights for me or the TV? Bernice.
Bernice.
I don't know that one. That's not relatable. I'm not sure about Bernice. I apologize. Can you give us another word or phrase? Well, thank you.
You are cherished.
I appreciate that. Why did you take your own life in this hotel? Can you tell me your name? Gloom. That's not a name,
Gloom.
but I'll take it. Okay, we're creeping up on 8 minutes on this portion. Now, I was going to do the spirit box tonight, but I don't want to blow people's ears out. So I'll refrain from that. Tapping. I do always tap my leg. I do always tap my leg because I'm nervous. I have a lot of nervous tension. But I don't think that it said it because it's relating to me. They're probably just random words. Except the anguish and I'm sick, or I was sick. That's something that I can relate to the hotel in a way. What?
He died.
How did he die? Can you tell me that?
Damnation.
That's mildly interesting, but it doesn't have much to do with the hotel, I don't think. But then again, people say that you're damned if you kill yourself. So, which is a kind of f***ed up way to look at it, but people do say that if you take your life that you're damned to hell. Okay, so that's 10 minutes on both situations. 10 minutes on the mirror scrying and 10 minutes on the spirit talker. So I'm going to wrap it up and try to edit it down to even be less than that because I don't want to bore everybody. And, whoa!
Don't leave me.
And then this camera turned off. Okay, that was a little bit weird. I said, I'm going to leave. And then it said, don't leave me. And the other camera, I think it overheated. Okay, I'm going to go now and turn the lights back on. Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
Yeah, I'm turning the lights back on now. All right, I think the mic cut off because I have a lapel mic on, DJI Mini or DJI Mic Mini, but it was connected to the camera that overheated. Maybe that's why it overheated. So I thank you for watching this portion of the video, and I'll be back soon. All right, thanks. Okay, so it's about 1:30 in the morning, and I'm on the third floor landing on the Jonathan Davis and Zak Bagans couch. And I just wanted to touch base and say that that was kind of weird, the little session that I just had. And that thing that happened at the end of the session where it said, don't leave me. So I think it was just coincidence. And the app just tends to have a lot of coincidences. I'm so skeptical all the time, but I just don't believe like I used to. I've been coming to these places so long that it just stops scaring you and you get really used to it. But my sister freaked out over it. I showed her. But, so that's the latest. We'll catch you in the morning. And I'm going to set up a camera that will film us sleeping so that if the light goes on or anything weird happens, we'll have it documented. All right, so thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed the video so far. And we'll see you in the morning. All right, late. Okay, so this is the morning of day 2, and we just got up. We're going to make some coffee and then try to find something to eat. And as soon as that's done, we're going to come back and relax probably most of the day, and we'll check back in when it's dark. And we're going to do some more ghost hunting and things. We might have my sister set up a little ghost box session where Sharon Osbourne was sitting over there at the bar when she had the medical emergency during the Estes method. And we'll show you where Jonathan Davis sat in the chair. The chair's no longer here. He owns the chair. But we'll show you where he was sitting, and maybe I'll move this chair over there and sit down for a little bit. So, all right, thanks a lot, and we'll be back. So as the sun went down on night 2, my sister and I decided to do 2 short Spirit Talkers sessions. One session with my sister sitting in the exact spot that Sharon Osbourne sat when Sharon had to be rushed to the hospital while performing the Estes method during the filming of Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror. And a second session with me sitting in the corner where Jonathan Davis sat on a chair which he now owns and had hallucination-type visions during the 2025 episode of Ghost Adventures. Now, each session was about 30 to 40 minutes, so as not to bore you, the viewer, I did do a lot of heavy editing. I edited out a lot of the dead air and the responses that I didn't think were relevant. Now, I'm kind of a skeptic, waiting on that one big event to convince me that this is all real. Whereas on the other hand, for the most part, my sister is a believer. In my opinion, the contrast between us makes for an interesting and sometimes comical dichotomy. Okay, we're in room 308 at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California. I'm with my sister, and she is currently sitting at the bar in the exact same spot where Sharon Osbourne had a medical emergency while performing the Estes method and had to be rushed to the hospital. So we have 2 cameras set up, one filming the Spirit Talker app and another one filming us from above. And we have 3 tea lights lit, and we're going to start the Spirit Talker app and see if we can get any communication. All right, here we go.
Is this the room that the mean man torments the living by turning on and off the TV and the lights? Is this your room?
Ask me anything.
I just did.
Can you tell me if you died in this hotel?
Did you die in this hotel? Move location, please.
Move location, please.
I'm getting the chills.
Would
Would you like us to move from the bar to another section of this room? Should we move from this bar to another section of this hotel room?
Someone had an episode in the seat that get out.
Oh, fuck, that's it. Yeah, I can't.
Get out and leave.
Just wait a minute.
No, you don't understand. I'm scared now.
Do you understand that someone had an episode in the chair that my sister is sitting in? Did you cause that to happen?
My heart's beating a million miles a minute.
Okay, hold on.
Walk further, maybe a minute down the hall.
see what the very next thing is, and then we'll move if you want to.
It said move location.
Roman.
Roman.
We don't know of a Roman of any situation related to the hotel. Can you give us another name, or tell us if you were the person or entity that made Sharon Osbourne have a medical emergency and need to be rushed to the hospital while she was performing the Estes method in this exact chair that my sister is sitting in right now?
That's not a mouthful.
Just let it say one more response before we bombard it.
Why did you tell us to get out? Is there an entity here? Edith?
We don't know of an Edith.
Edith.
Well, they may have been from the flood, too.
Yeah. It might have been from the flood.
Right.
Because there was a lot of people that came here. There was a flood in 28, I believe it was. And a lot of people were housed here during that tragedy. Can you tell us, did you pass in this hotel, or give us an indication of how you're feeling about this hotel? I'll just give it a minute to answer. Can I ask you something?
What?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
My sister thought she saw a shadow moving from right to left as she was sitting on the bed when I was downstairs. Was that you?
Was there a shadow figure in here earlier? No, leave us.
No, leave us.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It told us to get out, told us to move locations, and now
Now
it
you're
wants us to
saying no,
leave us.
leave us. Wait, you asked the question. I said, is it a spirit figure? It said,
and it
no.
said no, like,
Leave us. Now it wants to be left alone.
that's what it is giving the impression of.
Yeah.
um,
Do you want us to leave you alone?
let it say something to us.
Mistrust.
Mistrust.
If it is something talking through it, it doesn't like us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It seems very strange. I mean, it could all be coincidence, of course, but it seems like whatever's trying to communicate.
It does not trust us.
Yeah, it doesn't like us sitting here doing this. Try not to hit the camera with your elbow if
Sorry.
you can. No worries.
Are we bothering you?
At this point, I thought my sister was getting a little too freaked out and might not be able to sleep. So we decided to pack it up and move to the other side of the room, the Jonathan Davis corner. Okay, so we moved from the Sharon Osbourne portion of the room at the bar into the Jonathan Davis portion of the room where his chair was that he now owns and is probably at his house. There wasn't a chair over here, there was a fan. So we moved the fan and I got the chair from the desk over there and set it over here. So now we're going to start the Spirit Talker, which it already has started. And we're going to go from here. We also have a REM pod set up and I'm now sitting in Jonathan Davis's area. Is there anyone here that wants to communicate? My sister saw a shadow figure earlier in the room. What?
hopeful. I'm hopeful that this isn't some shit. I saw a shadow figure by the Sharon Osbourne bar earlier go from right to left and disappear. Was that you?
We don't like investigators.
What, dude?
See?
So it's telling us to get out. It's
Get
telling
out.
us
It doesn't like us.
why don't you like
Why
investigators?
don't you like investigators? And how did it know we were investigating? See?
Well, I guess if you have the app on there, it's pretty.
Don't make statistically.
Gravestone.
What?
Gravestone. Where's there a gravestone?
The
Well,
little kids that had the 12
yeah,
gravestones.
Amy saw gravestones when she visited the area,
Yeah.
when she visited the hotel. Unbelievable.
Which part? That blast.
Sorry about that. There was music blasting outside.
I think this thing's pretty cool.
I like it. You
I like
know,
it too.
it's pretty interactive. You don't have to hear that.
Yeah,
shit.
I don't like that. But I like the red line because when it stops, you know something's going to happen. Okay, we're going to end it here. If you have anything left to say, please speak now. All right, have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, so it's about 2 in the morning, and I'm sitting out here on the third floor landing again. This is night 2, and I'm sitting on the Jonathan Davis from KoRn and Zak Bagans from Ghost Adventures couch. And I just wanted to check in and say thank you so much for watching. And I think I'm going to pack it up now. And we did try to do some ghost stuff, but not too much happened. My sister got the shit scared out of her, which I thought was hilarious. But that's about it. So once again, thanks for watching. And I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.